Hey, yo, what is up, everybody? It is the King Hitman here, and we have Worldwide's Part 2. I want to get right into it and talk about everything that's going on, because we do, of course, expect an LR Carnival Trunks and an LR Carnival Goku Black, which do, I believe, are just all but confirmed. Now, starting off, of course, let's just talk about it. I just ended my stream, as you can probably tell by my layout. I was fighting Red Zone Zamasu. My AGL Vegito, I will say I triggered the domain mechanic, okay? I felt my hand was forced. I needed to guess what the super attack was. All I needed, there was only one attack in the third slot. I put Vegito back there. I said, yo, I have to have faith in you that that's just a normal and we'll be okay. He super attacked 5 times. I said, damn. We can work with this. Vegito did that 5 times. All of them were supers. Literally every attack he did was a super. He got supered by Rosa and Zamasu, and he took 1.49 million damage, or 1.46 million damage, something like that. It was humiliating. I cannot shake back off of that. And that was my last attempt for the day. That was how my day went with this Rosa and Zamasu fight. We have constantly upped the scales for what is supposed to be the hardest fight in the game, and they are not failing at all. I'm not mad at that fight, but it's definitely not a joke. You guys have got to take that fight very seriously. If you're seeing this before hopping into it, please take that fight ultra serious. It's not soft at all. You're gonna see, believe me. And if you already know, then hopefully you won, unlike me, man, because now I gotta wait until day 2. I feel humiliated. Anyway, Worldwide Beyond Space and Time Campaign Part 2 is on. Of course, the co-op missions, the standard missions, the lettuce login bonus, right? The 50 summon tickets. Make sure you guys are grinding and doing missions. We have the Dragonstone Sword of Hope Time Machine event, right? Sure, all of that is standard. The social media campaign. This is interesting. I didn't peep this when they were showing it. It doesn't say it. It doesn't show you at all. There are 2 stages to this. There's one for Zamasu and one for Gowasu. I did the Zamasu one. The Zamasu one specifically makes sure that you only use Future Saga category allies. I think that's genius. That's such a small thing that gives us an extra 3 chances to get the link levels, along with making sure that it's fit to the niche and it doesn't take away from the main stage at all. The first stage that you're probably going to fight Gowasu in. I like that. In future, Gohan's EZA at the time of this recording is dropping at 30 minutes. It's going to drop 4 a.m. as you can see. It's 3:30 for me. Yes, I hate global schedules sometimes, man. But damn it, late nights and early mornings, right? For the love of the game. Burst mode for Vegeta and Trunks is also dropping in a half hour. I'll be showing that tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do it on stream or if I'll do it as a video, but I'll be showing that sometime in the next day or 2. We'll be all right. I mean, it shouldn't be crazy. Well, it might actually be pretty wild. We'll see how difficult it is. I can't lie. Burst modes be a little hectic sometimes. The new stages of the story event, the Divine Wrath. Gosh, I cannot say this name right. The Divine Wrath Mortal Will event is getting 3 new stages. I've seen the statistics for only the super attacks on these enemies, and I just beat the stage 5 with no items. Those numbers look horrifying, because I had died the first time to Goku and Vegeta on stage 5, and I'm like, they super attack kind of consistently, and they're doing, even when my units guard, they're doing like 200-300k. It's kind of aggressive. And then I go and see that they actually do like 1.2 million on super. Sheesh. I mean, like, it's crazy. They're lowering your attack and defense also, which AGL Vegito Blue, like, come on, bro. Like, you didn't have to do me like that. Well, it's Goku and Vegeta, but you get what I'm saying. Like I said, this Red Zone, I think this is the first time. Is it the first time? It has to be the first time. I think this is the first time I've ever felt an event had successive levels, like back-to-back levels, where I would happily say that these are the hardest 3 fights in the game. And I know I don't have Omega, so I'm speaking from a global player's perspective. I think all 3 of those fights are harder to no item run than Sin Shinron is. I really feel that way. I think the Cell is harder right now. I think once this, supposed int sort of hope Trunks comes out, and physical Goku Black, once those carnivals or whatever they're gonna do come out, that we'll probably be able to make these runs look a lot easier. But at the moment, I think these are the 3 hardest fights on Global. I really think that this new Rose and Zamasu is definitely number 1 to me. I don't know what you guys have been going through, but I'm only speaking for what I'm seeing. And I am seeing ghosts, man. It's rough. Now, anyway, Infinite Dragon Ball History event. Of course, that's going to be up permanently. The Zenny campaign. Make sure you guys are Extreme Z Awakening your characters. Login bonuses, and then everything else is pretty much standard in here. I want to step back and talk about. I have to get this off my chest because now I'm mad. If Rose and Zamasu are this difficult, I would like to think that we're only getting 1 more stage after this. My fear, but yet what I'm most excited for the possibility of, is that we're getting 2 more stages. Because if we get 1 more and it's Merge Zamasu, and then 1 more after that and it's Infinite Zamasu, I know based on this entire set of levels that it's gonna be like, it's clear the step up in difficulty. They're not relatively close to the level prior. Like, Cell isn't quite close to Rose Goku Black in terms of the pure damage and potency he has. Like, yes, Cell is incredibly hard, but that base form Goku Black is almost just as hard as Cell. And then, of course, you enter Rose. If you're not dodging his super attacks, you're probably dying. And then after that, you reach Zamasu's level, and it's the clear gap in tiers. Like, literally they're tearing it out so that, the androids were, fairly, they can frustrate you if you're still new to you. But the fights after that are so far apart in terms of how they usually cut off difficult content, right? I don't feel like I went through this with the Red Zone where the difficulty step up was that fast and that steep from level to level. It's very interesting. So I can only imagine, like I said, if we do get a Merge Zamasu stage and then an Infinite Zamasu stage, what that's going to bring with it. I can only imagine if we just get the Infinite Zamasu, I think it's not going to be close when I say he'll have the hardest fight in the game. I think he'll have a nullification on every attack for like the first 2 turns or something like that. It'll be something wild, man. It'll be very, very interesting to see what he does for us. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. The domain mechanic has a lot of potential. Remember the STR Rage Trunks and the Int Super Saiyan, well, he's a base form Trunks, I'm sorry. The Int base form Trunks with the domain, those guys have dropped now on both versions. So it's good to see this for everybody. I hope you guys are very excited. It is the Young King Hitman, and oh man, I just keep getting traumatized in this fight. And yes, I brought Tech Vegito, Tech Merge Zamasu, I bought AGL Vegito, and they're just getting packed by these stages. Well, not Zamasu. AGL Zamasu was taking damage, not absurd amounts of damage in most of the fights if he wasn't in his base form. Once he fuses, he was fine. Like 30k if he's type disadvantage with no big bad bosses. But that's like, okay, my rotations were just atrocious. Like, my stream was looking at my rotations like, damn, you are going through it. So I couldn't quite line up my best rotations and my best situations to happen during these red zone runs, and I can't afford to waste runs. So I spent like a good 50 minutes getting packed, man. Whatever. It is the Young King Hitman, and just Hitman is off this.